it's not that severe stomach aches, but maybe once in a week, because of the heat not being pushed out of the body, it becomes a little severe, maybe once or twice in a week. But that is the heat which is getting accumulated in your body is affecting the digestive system and also the stomach layers. So I was able to see that you have to drink a lots of fruit juices. It shouldn't be you shouldn't keep the juices like cold. Means you have to make the juices at home, like orange juice, lemon juice, like that fruit juice, make it fresh at home and don't drink it cold. Drink it in the normal room temperature. So usually if you get fruit juices from the grocery shops, then you might have to keep it in the fridge. So just make fresh juice at home, just how much ever quantity you want to drink at that point in time, so it doesn't get spoiled if you keep it aside. And drink lots of fresh juices and lots of water. This will push out the heat from the stomach and heal the stomach. So this is what I was able to see. So Matrishna Mudliar, you can get back in the comments if you are able to relate to what I said. And I am seeing August 2018, Unikrishnaya saying, I don't have any back pain, only in the neck area, little pain is there. Okay, so Ma Pragnana, you can maybe scan again and give healing for the neck and maybe scan the exact root of the problem.
I was able to see that the root of the problem is your lower back, which is causing you the pain in your neck also. But I was able to see that you do have a problem in your lower back, because of which the pain is being caused.
Yes. So maybe Unikrishnaya, you can maybe verify it maybe in a few days or something, because usually sometimes when the body scanning is done, we see the root of the problem. Maybe the root of the problem might not be affecting you physically, but that would be the root of the problem which is affecting you. So just whatever solution Ma Pragnana has revealed in the third eye, just do that and you will see that even the neck area, the neck region is healed. And I'm seeing many others asking for a body scanning. Edison Monterio is asking for a scan for his first son, Miguel. And then Mahesh Babu is asking for a body scan. Deborah Anderson for continued throat pain. So everyone else who is asking for a body scanning, you can surely come back tomorrow at every day at 4 p.m. IST and 2 a.m. IST for the same power manifestation segment, where we will be doing the power of third eye and body scanning and ask for body scanning. Now, in the interest of time, we will be moving on to the next segments and moving on for towards the Parashakti Akasha readings. So I request all of you to please stay tuned in for the Parashakti Akasha readings. And I thank all the viewers for joining us today for this segment of power manifestation. And yes, I see Ma Trishna Mudliar. Ma, you are right, but I also have a problem with the urination problem. Yes, Ma, it is all because of the heat which is in the stomach. If the heat is pushed out of the body, even everything will be solved. So this is what I was able to see. And again, I thank all of you for joining us today in this power manifestation segment. We will now be moving on to the next segment. Thank you, Nithyananda.
I welcome you all. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity, withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness. We can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasians.
I want the whole world to know Hindus have something great to contribute to the world. We have something great to contribute to the world. Let us do that.
Kailasa is proper customized spiritual service helping you to identify your root patterns of suffering. We have perfected the science of helping every individual from every cultural, religious, nationality background. You will have lowest reactionary assumptions, highest awakened response, alive response for life continuously. Kailasa is enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself in your own home, wherever you are. Proper customized spiritual service helping you to complete with your life negativity. Withdrawal from life, self-hatred, self-denial, self-doubt, so much of tiredness, laziness, we can support you aligning your diet, your attitude, your aptitude, your understanding about life. We can help you with everything. If you are interested in enlightenment, we will immediately bring this to you. If you are not interested, we will explain the whole science, inspire you and make you interested in enlightenment time. We need to cater this enlightenment science to the whole world wherever they are, because enlightenment is the birthright of all human beings. Kailasa is responsible to provide that to all human beings. Kailasa is the totality of the knowledge I received from my gurus and practice manifested in my life, perfected by teaching millions of people from all cultures, time zones, backgrounds, genders, nationality, race, from every creed. So this absolutely perfected knowledge available to you, served to you in your home without even you moving out of your couch, free of cost. We get you health. We get you ability to build beautiful relationships in your life. We get you direct spiritual support, and we make sure you become wealthy. We won't stop giving you just good life. We will literally not stop till you live enlightened life. Manifesting the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, powers of Paramashiva, being of Paramashiva. Whole world should become Kailasian.
I want
Nithyananda, welcome back, dear viewers. Now we will be entering into a segment to learn about who is Devi Parashakti.
So the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti is from the Lalita Sahasranam Dhyana Shloka. Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayana Manikya Mauli Spurate Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamuki Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyam Adipurna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Bhibratim Saumyam Ratna Gatasta Rakta Charanam Dhyayet Paramambikam.
The Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with a triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with the crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jewel cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling a red lotus.
Arunam Karunam Tarangatakshim Dhrutapashankusha Pushpabana Chapam Animadibira Vritam Mayukai Rahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavanim.
I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in color, and her eyes are full of compassion, and holds the noose, the goad, the bow, and the flowery arrow in her hands. She is surrounded on all sides by powers such as Anima, her rays, and she is the self within me.
Devi, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, Parashakti, is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes come out and go in. It's the source where the Big Bang and the black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source, source Shakti, source energy, source power from which all of us come, in which all of us are even now in, and which all of us are going to merge.
The Nijavatara of Devi Parashakti. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as the Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Nithyananda Parameshwaram, gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Parameshwaram itself.
In the words of Devi Parashakti herself, Lezing as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Shrimkara, filled with Parashodashi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa, Tripura Chintamani, Parashodashi, sitting as part of Parameshiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here, to give good boons to everyone, to bestow the all goodness. Hiranyagarbha, Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramauli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodashi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara with great compassion. I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara.
In the words of Devi Parashakti herself, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, Jnana, growing as four Vedas, expanding as five Panchabhutas, beyond six chakras, filled as Gotras of seven rishis, expanding as eight directions, existing as nine grahas, blossoming as 10 indriyas, being as 11 rudras, creating all the world, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom, and to do good, para shodasi Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda. I came to bless every one of you.
So let's see how to receive Devi Parashakti. Literally, you are seeing Parameshwar and Parashakti at that moment. She is there in your screen, so always receive her very traditional. You can keep two betel leaves, one banana, one betel nut, and one coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. Then the coin is considered the traditional dakshina in the Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value in India. It can be even 1 paise. And in the US, it can be even a cent. I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for hundreds of days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay.
Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana, betel leaf, and betel nut. Take it as a prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to LA Temple. This betel leaf, betel nut may look too small, but in a few days you will see how much it adds to your sentiments, that really she is there. You will not take Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior.
So you can see the pictures of all the items which we get. The 2 betel leaves, the 1 banana, 1 betel leaf, 1 betel nut, and 1 coin. So you can see the pictures of how you can arrange it on a plate.
So now we will be entering into the next session where we will learn who is or what are the Akashic records and what is Akashic readings. We will be right back after a break.
I welcome you all with my love.
What I mean by the word Kailasa, listen intensely. Enlightenment ecosystem, literally enlightenment itself, in your own home, wherever you are. If you cannot come to Kailasa, it's okay. Kailasa can come to you. Kailasa coming to you is Kailasa.
Yes, so now let's see what are the Akashic records. The Akashic records are records created in space, and whatever has happened in time is there as a file. Nothing can be destroyed. Please understand, none of your actions, thoughts, plans, emotions, words, nothing can be destroyed. Akashic records are the cosmic archives of everything happening, and will happen.
The Akashic records are the verbal, visual, 5-dimensional document. Whatever is happening is recorded continuously. All the information you collected from all your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same action again and again.
So what is Akashic readings? It is not a prediction. It is readings from the cosmic archives. There is no such thing as past, present, and future. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. But in Akashic records, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded.
So what is Akashic reading? In Swamiji's own words, nobody has a right to comment on these readings. Nobody has a right to manipulate these readings. Nobody has a right to interpret these readings. They are complete unto themselves. For anybody to live in tune with the cosmos, the Jivan Mukti, living enlightenment, does not need any special practice other than listening to these great readings again and again. When you listen to these great readings, naturally, your negative logic is penetrated, broken, and these great truths settle in your inner space and they make you live enlightenment.
Only an avatar can decode your Akashic readings. The avatar of Paramashiva, the supreme point of Hinduism, has graced humanity with the blessings and darshan in the form of Devi Parashakti, revealing answers to questions to the yearning of seekers as solutions, breakthroughs, and liberating humanity from pain and suffering. Any answer given by Devi Parashakti is not just an answer, but a karmic breakthrough for the receiver. So the Shastra Pramana for the power of Akashic reading is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Dharana 61, Sutra 84. Akasham vimalam pashyan kritva drishtim nirantaram saddhatna takshana devi vairavam vapurapnuyat.
The translation goes, Bhagavan Paramashiva says, looking at the spotless infinite etheric space, Akasha, beyond the sky and clouds, one should fix one's gaze from the third eye without blinking, continuously, and make the body and inner space steady and motionless. In that very moment, O Devi, one attains the nature and powers of the infinite space, Bhairava.
The Apta Pramana for the power of Akashic readings is from the Hindu Purana Mahabharata, which narrates the story of the great sage Maitreya, who reveals the secrets to Vidura, the story of his birth in human form and reasons of all his suffering. Sage Maitreya accessed the Akashic records and told Vidura that he was not an ordinary man, but was in fact the incarnation of Yamaraja, the Lord of Death. He was to play a part of a so-called Shudra for 100 years, being cursed by Manduka Muni.
So what are the benefits of having your Akashic readings done? The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that all the information you collect from all of your births is in your DNA. You can access some of them just to understand and not to waste the time doing the same actions again and again. Accessing the DNA code, reading the Akashic records will be useful for you to be liberated from your default future, bringing an end to binding cognitions, known and unknown suffering, leading you to the experience of enlightenment. Paramashivoham.
Only an avatar can alter the Akashic readings. The initiated Balsans can view the Akashic records. However, only the avatar can alter, edit, and upgrade and change the Akashic records. During the darshan and dikshas, the Supreme Point of Hinduism blesses and upgrades the Akashic records as per the prayer of the devotee.
What can you ask during your Akashic reading? You can attain the most accurate and unbiased answer to any question about your life, destiny, purpose, or any everyday part of your life. You can be spiritually healed of physical and emotional problems with just a look or word. Understand the reasons behind your life's happenings and even receive blessings to fulfill your right desires. And finally, get the clarity to redesign your future.
So with this, we will now be moving on to the next segment after a small break.
I welcome you all. Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga-centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite and make your Kundalini reach Sahasrara, which is Kailasa, Parama Shivapada, Sayujya. Listen intensely. Life, consciousness in you does not end while your body drops dead. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment easily, quickly, in accelerated speed and space. Understand the secret of Sayujya Mukti. Your Kundalini Shakti experiences the bondage inside your body due to compulsive sexual appetite. All the male bodies building intense yogic body through yoga and pranayama, building the mind of Tyaga centric, will heal your compulsive sexual appetite and make you reach Sayujya. All female bodies, love-centered care, serving every being, will liberate you from the compulsive sexual appetite. And
Nithyananda, welcome back, dear viewers. So far, all of us have had a very exciting segment where we all saw about who is Devi Parashakti, what is Akasha reading, and a very interesting and a powerful manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis as well. Now, before beginning this program, we are here with a very exciting announcement for each and everybody that's watching. To all the viewers that have logged in via Facebook, YouTube, Kailasa's Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, and Hinduism Now TV, and various social media platforms, to every viewer, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gracing all of us very shortly today at 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time for the live manifestation of extraordinary Shaktis as well. Now, before beginning this program, we are here with a very exciting announcement for each and everybody that's watching. Each and every one of you are going to be, to all the viewers that have logged in via Facebook, YouTube, Kailasa's Nithyananda TV, Kailasa TV, and Hinduism Now TV, and various social media platforms. Sorry for the technical. Every viewer, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is gracing all of us.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes.
Sorry for the technical glitch.
Hope all of you are able to hear us now. We apologize for the technical glitch that happened. So we have a really exciting news for all of you. We are going to be having the live darshan followed by the live Nithyananda Satsang of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidan, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda. Satsang is something that everybody loves and they're just waiting for it. And yes, today, just a few more hours, live at 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time, we are going to be having the Nithyananda Satsang, direct divine audience with the avatar himself. So now, before we enter into that, we are going to be going through a set of slides where we are going to be sharing with you some information that actually explains to you about how what had actually happened, what Devi had revealed, and what had happened. So now let's enter into the segment now. We request the slides to be projected. And we also request everyone to share this news that today we are going to be having the live Nithyananda Satsang to everyone so that we are able to invite and so no one misses out this amazing announcement.
Now, Devi, when they reveals the Akashic readings, she answers millions of personal questions. And at that time, out of her compassion, she reveals certain sacred, secret, powerful truths. One such revelation was
And
about
we also
the
request
birth
everyone to share this news
of how the Hindu birth happens. It's a very, very, very powerful revelation. I think after Devi revealed this for a few days, and all the discussions were on this, and people were all hearing it again and again because it took so much of time for us to digest it. Here we are going to see how the science has caught up with what Devi has revealed and scientific evidences of exact revelations of Devi Parashakti. Here Devi Parashakti had revealed about the birth of a Hindu. How 1 in billion or few in billion have a birth of a Hindu. How the birth as a Hindu is that, how it's precious, and what is the process? How does this birth take place? We request the slides to project, please. We request the slide to project.
I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Let's now listen to what Devi Parashakti had revealed.
நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள். உன் கேள்விக்கு உன்மூலமாய் உலகெங்கும் இருக்கும் இந்துக்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் அளிக்கின்றேன் உத்திரம். கேட்டு வாழ்ந்தால் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை பத்திரம். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். பிறப்பின் ரகசியத்தை பிறப்பிலா பெருமை உடைய பரமேஸ்வரி சொல்லுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். அண்டஜம், யோனிஜம், ஜலஜம், பீஜம் எனும் 4 விதமான பிறவிகளில் 84,000 யோனிகளில் பிறக்கும் பிறப்புகளிலேயே பெருமை வாய்ந்ததும் உத்தமமானதும் மனிதப் பிறவி. அந்த மனிதப் பிறவியிலும் பலமுறை பிறந்து உழன்று அரசியல், பொருளாதாரம், சுகபோகம், தர்மம், அர்த்தம், காமம் எனும் ஆசைகள், துக்கங்கள், அச்சங்கள் அனைத்திலும் அழன்று உழன்று இனி வேண்டாம் இப்பிறவி, வேண்டுவது மோட்சமே என்று முடிவெடுத்தோர்க்கு மட்டுமே ஹிந்து மத யோனிஜம், ஹிந்து பெற்றோர்க்கு பிறந்திடும் சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம்.
மனித பிறவி உத்தமம், சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித பிறவி உத்தமோத்தமம். இந்த உத்தமோத்தம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோருக்கும் ஜீவன் முக்த விஞ்ஞானத்தையும் சனாதன தர்மத்தையும் காக்கின்ற கடமையும் உண்டு. அதனால் வருகின்ற நன்மையெல்லாம் அனுபவிக்கும் உரிமையும் உண்டு. இந்த கடமையை செய்வோம் என்று சத்தியம் செய்ததனால்தான் அந்த உரிமை அளிக்கப்பட்டது. பூமிக்கு வந்தபின் மனம் மயங்கி மதிமயங்கி சனாதன தர்மம் காக்க மறந்ததனால் மாயை அவர்கள் உயிரை பறிக்கின்றாள். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மத்தை காப்போம் என்று உறுதி எடுத்தவர்க்கே சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம யோனிஜம் அளிக்கின்றேன் யான். உடல் பெற்ற பிறகு ஊழிப் பெருவலியால் ஆசை அச்சங்களை உதறவிடாது, உதறியும் விடாது சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்தோரை உயிர் வாழத் தகுதியில்லாதவர் பட்டியலில் உடனடியாய் மாயை சேர்க்கின்றாள். அதனால் ராட்சசர்களும் அசுரர்களும் தானாகவே இவர்கள் உயிரை எடுக்கின்றார். நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உயிரை கொடுத்தாலும் தர்மம் காப்போம் என்று நிற்பவர்க்கு நிலைத்திடும் வீரஸ்வர்க்கமும் கைலாச பதவியும், எக்காரணம் கொண்டும் தர்மம் காக்க மறந்த உத்தமோத்தம ஜனனமான சனாதன ஹிந்து ஜனனம் பெற்ற மக்களுக்கு இல்லை வேறு கதி. சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம மனித ஜனனம் உத்தமோத்தம மனித ஜனனம். உங்கள் உரிமை உலகில் அதிகம், உங்களுக்கு கடமையும் உலகில் பெரிது. தர்மம் காத்தாலே கடமை, தர்மம் காக்காதார்க்கு உயிர் வாழும் உரிமை இல்லை. நன்றாய் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உத்தமோத்தம பிறவியான சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்ம பிறவி எடுத்த எல்லோரும் புரிந்து கொள்ளுங்கள். உங்கள் வாழ்வின் முதற்கடமை தர்மம் காத்தல். தர்மம் காக்க தர்மம் உங்களை காக்கும். சனாதன ஹிந்து தர்மம் காக்க மறந்திட்டால் வாழும் உரிமையை நீங்கள் இழந்து விடுகின்றீர்கள். அதற்கு மேல் வாழ்ந்தென்ன அழிந்தென்ன? பூமிக்கு பாரம் குறையட்டும் என்று அசுரர்களும் ராட்சதர்களும் உங்களை உண்டு தீர்க்கின்றார்கள். அதையும் மாயை கண்டு சும்மாவிருப்பாள். பிரபஞ்ச ரகசியத்தை, பிறவியின் ரகசியத்தை உலகிற்கெல்லாம் உத்தரமாய்ச் சொல்லிவிட்டேன். புரிந்து வாழ்வில் நடந்து உயிரை பத்திரமாய் பார்த்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். அன்னை சொல்லும் அருள் சத்தியம் இது. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Dear viewers, welcome back. All of us saw now how Devi Parashakti beautifully revealed about the birth. Now we are going to be seeing Devi Parashakti's revelation mapped into the words of English. Yes, I request the previous slide to be projected, please. Devi revealed, listen, Andajam, Yonijam, Jalajam, Bijam. Like this in 4 types of births. In 84 million yonis. In all these births, the most greatest birth of them is human birth. The next slide. And out of all even in that human birth, being born and toiled many times after getting burnt and toiled in politics, in finance, in luxuries, in dharma, artha and kama. The next slide. And those who decide of not wanting this birth, wanting only moksha, only those will have the Hindu dharma yonijam, the Sanatana Hindu dharma yonijam of being born to Hindu parents. Human birth is uttamam, best. Sanatana Hindu dharma, human birth is uttamottamam, the best of the best.
Everyone who took this Uttamottama birth has the responsibility of protecting the signs of living enlightenment and Sanatana. These are all just Parashakti's words that we have mapped in English. And also, they have the right to experiencing its benefits. This right was given to them because of their commitment given by them to do this responsibility. After coming to Bhuloka, by getting concluded, forgetting the dharma of protecting Sanatana Dharma, Maya, she's taking away all their soul. Understand carefully, I am giving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma Yonijam only for those who gave the commitment of protecting Sanatana Dharma even by giving their life. Slide. After getting the body, because of painful deluge, not dropping fear and greed for those who forgot to protect Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Maya, she will immediately add them all to the list of those who are not worthy of living. Right? Therefore, Rakshasas and Asuras are automatically taking away their life. Understand properly. For those who stand that even by giving their life, they will protect dharma, will permanently have Veera Swarga and Kailasa for them. Right? For any reason, people who forgot to protect dharma, having the Uttamottama birth of Sanatana Hindu birth, there is no other way for them. Sanatana Hindu Dharma, human birth, is Uttamottama human birth. Your rights in this world are immense. Also, your responsibility in this world is large. Protecting Dharma is the responsibility. Next slide. Those who do not protect Dharma, they do not have the right to live. Understand properly, all those who took the Uttamottama birth, which is Sanatana Hindu Dharma birth, all of you understand. Next slide. The first responsibility of your life is protecting Dharma. If you protect Dharma, Dharma will protect you. If you forget to protect Hindu Dharma, you lose the right of living. After that, what bothers whether you live or get destroyed? Asuras and Rakshasas will eat you, so that the burden on earth is reduced. Seeing that, Maya, she will keep quiet. Now let us see what is the responsibility of Hindus. The Hindu nation, each and every one of us, this is Devi's revelation. Devi had revealed us. And she had also told that the responsibility of Hindus, each and every one of us, if we feel that we can live, we should live. It is a responsibility to protect the Dharma. Now let us see what is the responsibility of Hindus. Next slide. Hinduism represents the most ancient, yet progressive indigenous spiritual tradition. It is an open framework model of civilization which stands for global peace, vegetarianism, non-violence, yoga, worship of nature, temple-based living, manifesting spiritual powers and inherent divinity of every being. The next slide. The Hindu nations were the ecosystems where more and more enlightened beings could be produced, so that enlightened civilizations could be kept alive and its greatest gifts shared with the world. Now the reference of Hindu nations from Hindu scriptures, let's look at that. Ramarajyam, in the nation ruled by Bhagavan Sri Rama himself. There were no widows to lament, nor there was any danger from wild animals, nor any fear born of diseases. The world was bereft of thieves and robberies. No one felt worthless, nor did old people perform obsequies concerning youngsters. Every creature felt pleased. Everyone was intent on virtue, turning their eyes towards Rama alone. Creatures did not kill one another. The Valmiki Ramayana, the Yuddha Kanda, very beautifully describes this. This is a nation, this is the description of how people were in the Hindu nation of Ramarajya. Next slide, please. People survived for thousands of years, with thousands of their progeny, all free of illness and grief. The trees were bearing flowers and fruits regularly, without any injury by pests and insects. The clouds were raining in time, and the wind was delightful to the touch. Every caste were performing their own duties. Satisfied with their own work and bereft of any grief, people were intent on virtue and lived fulfilling lives. All the people were endowed with excellent characteristics. All were engaged in virtue. The next slide. Devas granted rains to fulfill all wants. The world became free of all diseases. There was no hunger
or thirst anywhere. There was no mental suffering. Those without livelihood were given livelihood. There was abundance all around. There were no worldly worries left for anyone. And there was no cause to fear either. Happiness on earth was in fact even greater than in the heavens. This is when the Hastinapur kingdom was ruled by King Yudhishthira after the Mahabharata war. And this is mentioned in the scripture, Srimad Mahabharata Purana, Ashwamedhika Parva, the 14th Parva, chapter 15 of the 14th Parva, where sage Vaishampayana, the narrator of Mahabharata, speaks to King Janamejaya, the grandson of Pandavas. Now let us see what are the contributions of Hindu nations.
Hindu nations had and has so much to contribute to the world in every field. Enlightenment, health, medicine, art, science, technology, aviation, dance, music, clothes and jewelry, social system, judicial system, political system, legal system, and much, much more, whether even in the line of fashion, whether in the line of beauty, whether in the line of architecture, whether it's in the line of mathematics, every field, we have something huge, something phenomenal to contribute and have been contributing. Now, how were Hindu nations destroyed? If they were this prosperous, they were contributing so much now, how were they destroyed? Next slide, please. The destruction of Hindu civilization, the Islamic invasions, which happened from 800 to 1700 AD. All of you can see the
And
photo
this was
that
the
all of you
physical
see.
destruction of Hinduism.
The photograph that all of you are seeing shows how the Mughal soldiers, the Islamic soldiers, barbarically are carrying the heads of Hindu priests, and all the Hindu men, their heads were cut, they were beheaded, and their heads were stuck to the spear, and they were holding that and going on a parade to threaten all the Hindus and to convert all of them into Islamic religion. And also it was a very brutal, barbaric way the invasion happened. Next slide, please.
Here we can see actually the whole Islamic invasion was physical. The destruction was terrifying. In fact, in Will Durant, in one of his books in 1935, he quotes that the Muhammadan invasion in India was one of the bloodiest in the history. Such was a physical destruction that were caused, where Hindu mothers were made to wear the garland of the dead bodies of their own children. Hindu women were forced to wear garlands made of their bodies of the children.
Understand? Their husbands were beheaded, thrown into fire, alive. When they are alive, they were put into boiling oil and boiled. Understand, what I'm describing is not even 1% of what torture we as Hindus have been facing for centuries now. You all can see, this is just a sample image that you're able to see, just a small painting which just shows how the children, the small young children, were cut into pieces by the Islamic invaders and made into a garland and put on the mothers who were widowed by the same barbaric invaders, the Islamic invaders. All of you can see, this is the photograph that shows it. For the slides, please. See the level, see the barbarism in the level of this destruction. 200 million Hindus were slaughtered by these Muslim invaders. 100,000 temples were destroyed. 1 million deities and sculptures were destroyed. The conquering armies burned villages, devastated the land, plundered people's wealth, took Brahmins and children and women of all classes captive, flagged with thongs of raw white, carried a moving prison with them, and converted the prisoners into obsequious Turks. Next slide, please. Next was the British occupation. What was once a prosperous, rich nation, which was filled with gold and pearls everywhere and prosperous. It was so prosperous and was thriving as the most richest economy.
Actually, here one should note, just before we enter, we also saw how in the Mughal invasion, it was more of physical destruction. During the British invasion, the colonization by the British, it was economic and psychological destruction of the Hindu civilization. You all can see here how, again, quoting Will Durant, here he says how he saw that great people were starving to death before his eyes. And he says, I'm convinced that this exhaustion and starvation are due not at their beneficiaries' claim to overpopulation and superstition, but the most criminal exploitation of one nation by another in all recorded history. This is quoting Will Durant again in his 1930 article.
Next,
we can go to the next slide. The Britishers were extremely exploitative. They colonized the whole of India, not just physically. They were more interested in enslaving each and every one of us, in taking an India, turning the Hindu nation that was into a slave, the land of slavery, where we were just trained to become mere clerks. Indians and the Hindus then, in the then India, where it was Hindu nation, we saw how due to the British colonization, so much of psychological destruction had happened. In fact, in one of the interviews, a very popular historian tells that they very systematically, strategically used to pick up Indians, youngsters and youth, take them to the London or the Britain and train them to be British in thinking, in blood, but Indians by blood and origin, but Britishers by thinking and lifestyle. Thus was the seed sown, the poison sown, where in the name of modernization, detribalization and destruction of the culture had happened. Now in the second phase where the Britishers enter in, they started the discrimination, and the whole British Empire used all possible means to destroy Hindu civil and cultural institutions in order to delegitimize and demoralize the indigenous peoples of India, and so they would become slaves in their own homeland. The next slide, please. You all can see what the British colonization did to India. So we can see here, quoting Mr. Shashi Tharoor, one of the member of Indian Parliament, he says, the British came to one of the richest countries of the world. Over 200 years of exploitation, looting and destruction reduced it to the poster child of third world poverty. What happened during the British invasion? $45 trillion looted from India over 200 years. $45 trillion. 45 million Hindus dead due to artificial famines, poverty imposed by British policies, and reprisal killings of 1857 mutiny. There were 680 native kingdoms that were usurped by the British Raj. Plus, there was tons of exploitation where Indian Gurukuls, which were in more than 440 million in number, just in one state alone, was closed in a span of less than 3 months by the British Raj. After which, the whole backbone of the Indian the Hindu education system called the Gurukuls, the Vedic schools, was collapsed. The Britishers besieged into the thinking of the Hindus. The Britishers would superimpose their culture, their identity and everything into the Hindus, delegitimizing, demoralizing and retribalizing them. The next slide, please. The next was the secular India, where they brought in the term of secularism. Brown faces, British attitudes and policies towards Hindu. The next slide, please. We all can see, quoting Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he had said, if Hindu Raj also becomes a fact, it will no doubt be the greatest calamity for this country. No matter what the Hindus say, Hinduism is a menace to the liberty, equality and fraternity. This is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, India's first law minister and principal architect of the Indian Constitution. And he's also played a very important role in the Pakistan or the partition of India.
He has very clearly said it is incompatible with democracy. Hindu Raj must be prevented at any cost. So please understand, the secular India was planned by these terms only. Next slide, please. The modern Indian legal system, academia, and media all systematically undermine, suppress, delegitimize Hindu institutions and culture. Next slide, please. Media narratives used to stereotype and demoralize Hindus. All of us have seen how many movies and posters and advertisements, everything used to delegitimize, demoralize, and continuously attacking Hinduism. Bollywood and other mainstream media outlets continuously portray Hindu gods and gurus as cartoonish, dishonest, corrupt, sex friends in a manner similar to the British imperial propaganda. Media narratives are used to shape human consciousness and further political agendas. Racist British colonial stereotypes portraying Hindus as superstitious, backward, dishonest, and corrupt are perpetuated by their brown British successors in the modern India. Unabated. Understand, we have seeing this every time, continuously seeing this. Even now, so many Westerners who have no introduction to Hinduism other than the media, what they're seeing, many are terrorized even if they hear the word Hinduism, because many believe Hindus do black magic. It's so sad, it's so devastating and extremely atrocious to see how this media's propaganda, and that is why even now it is these mass atrocity material generation and atrocious propaganda by this media which is continuously delegitimizing Hindus and abusing Hindu gurus and planting the seeds of poison again and hatred against the Hindu gurus, which is causing the destruction of Hinduism. Next slide, please. Revival of Hindu nations. Next slide, please.
During the time of Mahabharata, we, the Hindus, had 56 deshas, countries, 200 states, 1,700 samasthanas, provinces, and 10,000 sampradayas, traditions. In all 56, we Hindus are persecuted. Now we have lost all the 56 nations. The last one to fall was Nepal. Swamiji says, I am the collective voice of all the persecuted Hindus. I will revive and rebuild a Hindu nation built on Vedagamic principles as a refuge for all practicing and aspiring Hindus, a safe haven for all persecuted Hindus. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagatguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Parameshwaram Kotitas. Next slide, please. The revival of Kailasa, the Hindu nation, is for reviving this whole life of enlightened civilizational nation and all great things it has to offer to the world. Bringing legitimacy to all the offerings Sanatana Hindu Dharma and sharing it with the world is a purpose of Kailasa, the Hindu nation. Next slide.
Kailasa is revival of the cosmic constitution. Kailasa is the model nation of how enlightened civilization should be living and administered. Politics, judiciary, education, economy, everything will be revived as how Paramashiva revealed in the Vedagamic Sanatana Hindu Dharma scriptures. Slide, please. Being one of the most persecuted civilizations, Hinduism is on the brink of extinction, such that the next generation may know about Hinduism only through extremes. What can we do to stand up for Hindu civilization and all that it has to offer to the world? Next slide, please.
Today, Hinduism is a political orphan. The preservation and restoration of Hinduism's spiritual and cultural heritage is impossible without a political identity. What is a step that we Hindus can take to save Hinduism? All those who are born in the Hindu Yonism, what can we do to save Hinduism? The next slide. We can reclaim our Hindu identity. Reclaim your Hindu identity. Next slide. Hinduism is responsible for our successful life. If you're healthy, happy, wealthy, respectable, rich, have a stable family, successful, and have the best mental health, Hinduism is responsible. Hindu identity is responsible. Hindu scriptures are responsible. It is the Hindu scriptures which give us the best mental setup. All the best things that we have is because of the Hindu scriptures, the powerful cognitions that they teach us. Hindus are the richest and most successful ethnic community in the world. Hindu scriptures, Hindu lifestyle, our enlightened masters are responsible for this. The Hindu thought currents are responsible for this. We can see, quoting one of the articles from Hindustan Times, Hindus' most educated religious group in the US, says the new report. This is from as recent as. Yes, the next slide, please.
Yes. Reclaim your Hindu identity. Not just anti-Hindu elements being active is a problem. It is responsible Hindus who are being inactive that is responsible for this whole destruction of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let us now take the responsibility for Hinduism and let all the Hindus all over the world reclaim our Hindu identity. A very powerful, very short clipping, but very powerful clipping of Swamiji's of this. Like is the next slide to be projected. The Supreme Pontiff actually addresses this. Next slide. According to the WHO, globally, more than 284 million people of all ages suffer from depression. According to the World Drug Report, 2019, 35 million people worldwide suffer from drug use and disorders. According to the WHO, close to 800,000 people die due to suicide every year, which is one person every 40 seconds. That is, by the time we finish the statement already, one person is dead. Worldwide, more than 70 billion land animals are killed for food every year. It is the responsibility of Hindus to revive this enlightened civilization. Again and again, give all the gifts of the enlightened civilization to humanity. It is only by the revival of Hinduism all these problems are going to be having a full stop. Revival of the enlightened civilization, the Kailasa, the Hindu nation, is the survival need for humanity. Next slide, please. Inviting all the Hindus, born Hindus, practicing Hindus, sympathetic towards Hinduism, curious towards Hinduism, wanting to explore or enjoying Hinduism, come and be part of the revival. Next slide, please. So you could play this video.
Contribution. Hinduism, Veda Agamas have great things to contribute to the world. Like the great power manifestation science, the ancient culture and arts, the ancient lifestyle truths, the ancient medical practices and medicinal knowledge, the ancient indigenous cultural heritage and jewelry, perfume, dance, music, in every level, Hinduism has so much to contribute. Veda Agamic traditions have so much to contribute. To share all this with the world, to contribute to the world. Hindus need to tell the world what they are contributing in every level. The brand of Hinduism itself is enriching and empowering and enlightening. Hinduism is all about enlightening the world. Empowering, enlightening, enriching the world. Contributing. That is our spiritual life. That is our spiritual strength. That is our spiritual core principle. O humanity, I request you with folded hands, some one corner of the world, if you just give me few hundred acres, I will keep this whole science alive. Leave it for the whole humanity freely. Fortunately, Paramashiva has given me the power to decode all this Hindu medicinal system, Hindu judiciary system, Hindu social law and order system, Hindu power manifestation system, Hindu mental sciences system, Hindu yogic sciences, the sciences of Hindu biology, Hindu physics, Hindu psychology, Hindu physiology, Hindu chemistry, all this Paramashiva has given me the power to decode whatever the remaining scriptures are available with the humanity. Paramashiva has blessed me, and I have collected. Not only I have collected and organized, I can decode. This whole science can be kept alive in any one corner of the world. Just few hundred acres are given for me to live peacefully and exist peacefully. I can store this whole thing alive and contribute it to humanity. Humanity can become better and better and better. I can make the planet Earth so much better place to live. I am here to contribute, and I will continue to contribute. As long as I am allowed to live, I will contribute. I have collected all the remaining available scriptures, maybe 2 crore books. 2 crore means 20 million, I think, books on Hindu physics, Hindu chemistry, Hindu biology, Hindu physiology, Hindu psychology, Hindu law and order, Hindu social system, the power manifestation sciences of Hinduism, yogic sciences of Hinduism. I have collected, and Paramashiva has given me the blessings and power to decode. I have decoded and continuing to decode them. If the humanity, somebody is kind enough to give me few hundred acres in one corner of the world and let me live peacefully, I can keep all these scriptures there and go on sharing with the world, revealing this whole sciences to the world, and go on contributing. I don't need anything other than 1 cup of curd rice every day. That's all. A cup of curd rice per day over. I can go on be giving this to the world. I can add to the world. I can make the world better place to live. That's all I have to say. Thousands of medicines are described detail in ancient Siddha and Ayurvedic scriptures. Paramashiva has given me the power to decode them, read them, and properly translate and map them to the modern day human language. And I am ready to work 20 hours a day. I just need few hundred acres where I can sit peacefully and keep this library, run a Gurukul where thousands of people can learn this and share it with the world. Understand? I am only interested in contributing. If we can decode all this great knowledge, whole world can prosper from this knowledge. Whole world can enjoy from this knowledge. If I prosper, I will only create a university. I will not create anything else. If the Hindus prosper, they will only create education institutions. Because Hinduism is all about giving, contributing. If I prosper, I'll create university, that's all. Kailasa is all about university to decode the ancient sciences and share with the world. Understand? Every day I am sitting and going on decoding, writing notes on my books and writing details on my books. Whether it is making human beings manifest powers, and I have also now started downloading and decoding the science of making animals manifest powers. Whether making people manifest powers or healing, in every level, life is all about contribution, contribution, contribution. I welcome you all with my love and respect. Let you all open all your three eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam, welcome back to all of the viewers who are gathered for the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading. In this next segment, we'll be understanding and we'll be able to have and learn about the most sacred offerings that we can make to Devi Parashakti. The rituals offered to Devi Parashakti create a deep space of fulfillment and gratitude inside of each and every one of us, and are among the foremost ways revived by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to have and experience ultimate oneness with Paramashiva, Parashakti, and experience Paramashivoham. So let us enter now into the segment where we'll understand the offerings to Devi Parashakti. Each and every one of these offerings are available for you, every single one of you out there, to offer from wherever you are. Yes, that's right. Wherever you are, even if you are not in the physical vicinity of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalaya, you can offer these beautiful sevas to Devi Parashakti and make sure that you are offering them, and they will be offered on your behalf by fully trained and initiated Shivacharyas or Pujacharyas of the Nithyanandeshwara Hindu temple, Nithyanandeshwara Devalaya in Los Angeles and in Bidadi and in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Peetham, and it will be offered in order for you to experience the utmost auspiciousness and extreme fulfillment in your life. And there's no doubt that when you offer each and every one of these beautiful sevas, you really will be able to have experience the transformation that you are looking for in this lifetime, in this next few months, whatever you want, whether it might be long life, health, relationships, or if you're looking for success in your business. Each and every one of these offerings are your gateway, your secret, your key to do just that. So let's now enter into just understanding the significance of making an offering to Devi Parashakti, manifesting through the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Understand that offering is giving of a divine gift of pure love, devotion, and oneness. And it consists of two parts. One is giving and two is accepting. Only when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. An offering is not made out of fear nor out of greed. When an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out for the purpose of enlightenment. Thank you. We'll go on to the next slide, please. Yes, the next slide. Yeah, we can go on to the next slide. So we'll now chant the Dhyana Shloka for Devi Parashakti. Induni babeda karavakni nayanam syat pankajaravara baya japa shara yuktam angahimabhushana vichitra vasanam syat tungamukattojvala manonmani swarupam. The next slide, please. Now we'll chant the English translation. Moonlight face holding the Vedas or the book in the hand and fire in eyes, with lotus flower gracing and blessing hands and one hand holding the Japamala, beautiful decorated with jewel ornaments in wonderful clothes and shining bright crown. Her name is Manonmani. This Shastra Pramana is from the Moolagama Manonmani Dhyanam. The next slide, please. The next Dhyana Shloka. Dhyaye Devim Trinetram Shashibhava Danam Vedahastam Dadanam Davye Padmam Varadamapare Jabhayam Chakshamalam Divyera Varnavair Bhushitatanum Brahmadibhihi Pujitam Devimeva Manonmanim Pradidinam Kamarthadhyantrim Shubham. I meditate on Devi with 3 eyes glowing like the moon and whole Vedas, lotus and gracing and blessing and gracing hands. She is wearing beautiful ornaments. She is worshipped by Brahma and many other gods and showers auspicious boons for all actions every day. Once again, this is from the Moolagama Manonmani Dhyanam. Now, let us understand the significance of the divine element of gold. This is the reference from the Atharva Veda, where it says, triply born by the birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the stoma when one is hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apaha, water molecules. Let that triple gold be your long life. Now understand that gold is a beautiful divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of spiritual significance and great spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has that power of infusing the tattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears and anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. That is why gold is actually chosen as the best way to hold the superconscious energy, and the gold deities like the gold linga, the gold Meenakshi deity, all of those, the deities are preserving the superconscious energy forever. The next slide, please, Ma. Thank you. So gold is present in all of the Vedic scriptures, including the Agamas, the Vedas, the Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasas, and Puranas. In all the scriptures, it is abundant, the gold, and it is most auspicious metal. Also, the purest metal that actually purifies everything. And in the Hindu civilization, everything was actually built in gold. Even the ritual feasts were offered in gold. And one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses. Gold was to be offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for wearing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge doors of gold, and the streets were having huge columns and huge archways made of gold. Horses and cows and all the cattle, everything was made of gold. Now understand, that means, first of all, the beauty and the richness of the Hindu civilization, and the sacred understanding, the understanding of the sentiment behind gold, is because of how sacred it is.